What's up, y'all? Welcome. I want to talk about having an it is what it is kind of attitude. And an is what it is attitude is like a neutral attitude that allows you not to act too out of control, not to be too happy or too sad, too angry, anything like that. It means to accept things, good and bad, but remain comfortable and cool. All right. There's two things that comes with the and it is what it is attitude that I learned that is useful to learn in life if you're gonna get by and not be a person who's easily triggered. So this is two things to help you have thick skin as well. All right. The first thing is you're gonna have to learn not to give a F about certain things in life, because the reality is, no matter what you do and say, more things in this life happen to you than you actually do. You have less control over things in this world than you really think you do. The only thing you really got control over is how you react, your response. Okay? So you got to develop yourself an attitude where you just don't give a F. Because if you care too much about this world and what happens in this world, primarily people, you're going to be everything except for who you truly are. Because if people approve of you or don't approve of you, whatever they have to say about you, you'll be easily shaken by it because you care too much. You have to not give a F. Like, you have to learn not to give a F about what people think about you. And that even comes with compliments. Because it already says in the Bible that flattery is a form of deceit and manipulation. It is. Don't let nobody talk you up about nothing. That's why you need to be self-aware. It's always good to take a compliment, but don't let nobody sit up in your face and talk you up and flatter you. Okay? Another thing is, I forgot the second one. Let me think about it for a minute. The other thing is, oh yeah, you have to learn how to ignore people. That's the other thing. Trying to see what this is over here. You gotta watch your surroundings when y'all, man. I be watching my surroundings. But listen here though, you have to learn to ignore folks. For real. I said this one time. I was up in the church and I was talking to people about ignoring people, and then somebody had said, "Well, you just can't ignore people like that." I said, "Watch me." I do. I ignore people to this day. I ignore people I know, because one reason why you want to learn to ignore people is because you don't owe anybody a response. Just because somebody speaks to you, that don't mean you got to speak back. Somebody could call you an a-hole and call you whatever they want to call you, and they might be right. But some people, they say some of the craziest, silliest things, or some people like to insult you. You don't have to respond to whatever somebody says. Somebody says something stupid or crazy, I ignore you. And the reason why I ignore you, because it's a reaction of mine. It's a reaction of mine to respond to crazy or stupid things. Like, really. I'm the type of person, I get myself in trouble. Like, if you're lying, I call you a liar. If you're stupid, I call you stupid. So to prevent me having problems with a bunch of random people throughout my life, if you say something crazy or stupid, or if you lying, I just ignore you. Like, we could be in the middle of a conversation and somebody will say something stupid or crazy, and I just act like I don't hear it. And then I could feel them looking at me, expecting a response, and I just keep on acting like I just ignore people. I really ignore people. In one way, I end conversations with people that I'd rather not be in conversations with, because they probably say something crazy, stupid, or they be lying, right? Is that the same thing? I just ignore them, and I don't say nothing else. I leave conversations hanging. When somebody's around me, you ever met somebody who talk too much? I have. And these grown people, they know that they talk too much, but see, me, I'm a good listener. And they figure, you know what I'm saying, they talk too much, I listen pretty well, that balances out. But I'm like, no, I'm not a fool like that, you get what I'm saying? So I can't just sit up here and just let you run your mouth to me like that. So I found when I come across people who I don't want to be in a conversation with, I let them talk, and they'll be talking and talking and talking, right? And then when they stop talking, that little silence in between somebody thinking of a new thought or changing the subject, I don't say nothing at all. I just go into my head, or I start thinking about something else. I don't say nothing to them at all. Another thing that I do is pretty rude, right? Is that sometimes somebody be talking to me, and then I'll see somebody else, and I kind of, you know how it is, you have like a little comment, like somebody walk past, like, what's up? Man, I just talked to somebody else. I don't care. because people know exactly what they be doing. Some people don't know, but people know exactly what they be doing when they're being disrespectful or inconsiderate of the next person. They just don't know how the person is taking it. People know exactly what they're doing when they offend you. They know exactly what they're doing when they talk too much. They know exactly what they're doing when they're saying something crazy or stupid. They just don't know how you're taking it as the person who's receiving it. Okay? But these things are what I've learned. And that's how I try to remain cool. Because I found that in my life, I don't have a lot of happiness. What I want most is peace. In the times in my life when I was most comfortable with myself and the world around me is when I was living most of my time in this it is what it is kind of attitude. And I wasn't worried about too much, and it was those two things. I was ignoring people who needed to be ignored, and I just didn't give a F. Because you know how stuff happens, rumors float around. Some people tell you like, yeah, yeah, Ocean. Somebody saying, no, I don't care. I don't really care that much. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a F. Like I really don't care what people got to say about me, because then I could get caught up in that, and then next thing you know, I'm not really thinking about what I'm thinking about. You know what I'm saying? I need to take care of myself before that, because everybody else live their life how they want to live. At the end of the day, I gotta live my life how I live it too. And it's gonna be my opinions, my thoughts, and my actions that matter the most. With that being said, that's how you develop an it is what it is kind of attitude. You gotta learn to ignore folks, and you gotta learn not to give a F, just so you could be cool. Outro.